Throughout my years of going through the army, training through the army, and 10 years of playing Airsoft, I have combined the two into what I think as a solo assault player you need to survive and thrive in a game of Airsoft.
Double kill, triple kill, overkill, kill-tacular, kill-trocity, kill 'em, kill-pocalypse.
Here are my top 5 things I think you should focus on. Number 1.
Yes, boys, what's going on? I have my own Airsoft event coming up the 24th of May. The last one was insane.
Sorry.
Up! Back out! Peel out! Peel out! Break contact now!
You can get your tickets at staylowmovefast.co.uk and we have some more surprises for you, like last time.
Ambidextrous shooting. Ambidextrous shooting may be one of the most important techniques in Airsoft to fully learn and understand. But obviously if it's a right-handed peek and you want to come around that corner with your gun in your right hand so your body is hidden. But if you can only shoot right-handed and it's a left-handed peek, the whole left side of your body is going to come around the corner first before your rifle. Here's a good example of shouldering the gun in the wrong shoulder for the angle. That's why I won this fight then. If he had the gun in the right shoulder, we probably would have traded. So that's why it's literally super important to be able to shoot right and left-handed, and honestly you'll up your game by like 50%. In this situation, I see a guy, I take cover, I go low, and I change firing positions and put the gun in my right shoulder, picking up 2 kills. Here I'm under a lot of pressure and I really don't have many peaks, so I switch to my left shoulder so I can shoot through this peak. Understanding thresholds. There is different pine techniques for different situations. The reverse pop shot is a very unique way of taking someone out extremely quickly. It's an aggressive 1 or 2 BB shot where you're lining the player up through the cover. You've data collected first to your head and you see him, and you then line him up through the cover and you push out as quickly as you can, take 1 or 2 shots like a sniper shot, and then flick back into cover as quickly as possible. The whole purpose of this is to try and kind of like ego chow the enemy, land those shots on him, but move your body out of the way. A bit like a boxer, you want to land those shots and move, okay? Let me break down the strats. So I pre-peek the angle of my head, only exposing the left side of my face, target spotted. I then line the target up through the cover. I bump the stock out with my shoulder, then bring the red dot in line. I then snap my body back into cover as quickly as possible because obviously I don't want to get shot. Mastering the reverse pop shot will really up your game. Rocking the angle is where you literally rock on the angle in and out. So you're out in the danger zone, you're data collected, you're back in, you're safe. This tactic is used for when you're not too sure, you got audio going on, you don't know where the enemy is, and you think he's going to come into your arcs, right? So you kind of bob in and out of cover just to kind of like, I'm in danger, he could be there, I'm safe. But what it also does is sets up the reverse pop shot. So if they come into your arcs as you bounce out of cover, it's perfectly set you up to hit the reverse pop shot and go back in, because trying to reverse pop shot still is slower than when you're bobbing and weaving. Try it. Data collecting. Data collecting is probably one of the most important ones as well, and you use your head because it's the quickest thing you can move. But you run into cover and you do this with your head and you pie out the angle with your head. So everything is safer in cover, and your head comes out of the angle, and you can look into the arc, see what's going on, and you can do this within seconds. Within seconds, you can get data and information of where the enemy is, and then you can set up some kind of strats, tactics, a reverse pop shot, a snapshot. once you have data on where the enemy is.
Peek the corner with my body part that I can move the fastest, right? Data collect, I don't see anything. And I cut in the angle with my head, keeping my body hidden, right? I'm gonna line the target up through the cover, bump out, move my everything out the way. He's like, where the fuck did I just get hit from? And I'm already back out the room.
The old school way of doing it is pieing with your rifle and moving your feet and doing this really slow when you get taught in the army. But this is just really slow and you reveal your entire body. For Airsoft, you want to data collect with your head. Okay, so situational awareness is also one that you learn over time. It's more of a feeling. Audio is like super important. You need to listen to your surroundings. Can you hear people shouting medic? How many guns can you hear firing? What kind of guns are they? I need to move slowly, focusing on my environment's movements and sounds.
Watch your 5 and 20s. They usually chill in group. They were looking that way. I would take it our dudes are that way.
That's what I thought.
Are they distracted? This then makes a battle picture in your head which you can set a flank up off. Flanking. Flanking is an insanely deadly tool and you want to become a flanking master. Okay, so how do we set up a good flank? To set up good flanks, first of all, you're going to need map knowledge, which comes with recce's. When you could either look at the map online, get a good Google Earth or Google Photos from like top down of the map, and you kind of like just with memory look for where all the choke points are, flanking routes, bottlenecks, all that kind of stuff.
Grenade!
And also with a flank, timing is everything. Is the enemy distracted? Are they medicing their teammates back in? Are they screaming medic? Can you hear a whole bunch talking together? Catching enemies off guard whilst they're distracted is the best feeling. It's a great feeling. Come on guys, it's a great feeling.
Underneath. Thing is, I'm not in your team.
But that's how you're going to pull off a good flank. Timing is absolutely everything. And one I feel like doesn't get enough love as an assault player is stealth. I feel like this is spoken about a lot as a ghillie player, but you can be just as stealthy as a ghillie player as an assault player, but it's all to do with your posture and movements. And the first big one I'm going to talk about, heel to toe, okay? The way that you walk, you get taught in the army, it's called heel to toe. You put your heel down first and then your toes, but imagine in your head you're walking on ice, okay? And you want to ninja your way to a person as much as possible. Don't want to be dragging your feet, don't want to be talking. Okay, if we can use hand signals, that's great. But if we're on our own, we want to heel to toe towards the enemy, especially the closer that we get. Just like in video games, audio is everything. And then lastly, which I also feel like doesn't get spoken about or talked about, is posture. Everyone on the airsoft field is looking for an aggressive stance with his gun up, swinging left and right, moving really quickly. Part of the 7S's is sudden movements. We are attracted to sudden movements, especially in our peripheral vision. So we're looking for an aggressive silhouette. So when I'm on a flanking route or I'm trying to stay hidden, I'll hide my gun inside my body and I'll stick to the walls, try and stick to the shadows, because everyone's subconscious is looking for an aggressive silhouette. Angles as well. Holding the same angle, we don't do that. Fire and move. Fire and move. If you're shooting at the same angle, you're going to get your GoPro shot out, you're going to get your sights shot out, okay? Don't overuse the same angles, you're just asking for trouble. As soon as you realize the enemy know where you are, don't even bother using the same angle again, okay? If you combine all these tactics together and you use them like an artist with a paintbrush, right, and you use all these different flavors and all these different colors, you can pull off some insane clips. It happens every now and then where you executed everything correctly.